Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My first guest tonight, real funny guy, actor, comic, does it all, Cub fan.
Indeed, sir.
Yeah. I mean, he's a winner in every aspect of life except Cub fan. He's trying to make it,
So that's what we're doing now? We just open up with the shots, Artie?
I said you're a winner in every part of life. Except the baseball team that you root for, which has nothing to do with you. I mean, actually,
not your fault.
You're a winner there because I admire your loyalty. I admire your loyalty.
Well, you know, I didn't come up here screaming, yeah, Alabama football, we're football.
You're an Alabama football fan.
I'm a football fan. I'm not one of these diehard guys because I learned real fast that you don't say you like something because you meet someone who loves it and then you realize, oh, wait, I just like it.
So this is Roy Wood Jr., by the way. Roy Wood, he's also star of Sullivan and Son, TBS, another big thing, another hit.
Working hard, man.
Yeah, it's
working hard.
Good for you, man.
I wish the Yanks would have sent us Girardi. That would have been nice.
Well, he's a Chicago guy. Yeah, would have fit in perfectly.
I don't know.
What about Mattingly?
We'll take anybody.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, Mattingly might like that. Him, Mattingly, Theo Epstein. Now, eventually, you got to find somebody who's good who plays the game.
We can't have a manager who you can't pronounce Swavum. It's too many consonants in a row.
Yeah,
we got to fire you.
It's not baseball. It's not American, right?
Fans can't pronounce your name. You got to go. I think that's why he was fired.
Well, I mean, again, do you agree with the Theo Epstein thing? All that money you give him for a guy who wears a suit to the stadium?
When you look at what McPhail and everybody else did up until that point, you just got to do something else. I mean, we're always top 10 in payroll and always in the bottom.
It's Chicago, man. It's a place everyone wants to play and live.
But it's TV money, and they just refuse for whatever reason to. What I am excited about, and I got really excited because I know the first thing Theo did, he started getting Japanese pitchers as soon as he came in. You need a couple players that don't speak English. Like that's just like part of it. We got the guy. Dan, what's the guy's name in the minors we have now? We signed 9 years, $70 million, and he speaks literally like. Yasiel Puig speaks more English than this guy, and we got him. And I'm telling you, he's gonna be a ball, big bat, man.
Good, but I mean, again, I like when the Cubs are good because it's fun to watch October baseball at Wrigley Field. You know, it's cool.
Have you been to a game at Wrigley lately?
Oh, I've been last summer. I've been to about 5 or 6. I went last summer. Is the latest.
I went a couple times this year, and I saw one in the rooftops. I saw one down the baseline. My move is to sit behind the visitors' bullpen,
right,
and just throw M&Ms when they're not looking. I
know, again, that's baseball, too. That's fun. Now people are looking down on that. Like, that's something wrong with that.
Well, they got this texting thing in the stadium now where you can someone snitched on me in Tampa. We went to a Bucks game, and they have if you see something, text this number and your section number and what's going on. Yeah, and we got... Like, who snitches via text?
Terrible. Big brother watching even at a ball game.
You've got reported. What did you do at the Bucks game?
We're just yelling. I'm just yelling. I'm a Dolphins fan. They weren't playing. So when I'm at a game where I have no vested interest in either team, I just yell. That's what I do. I'm just I wasn't even drunk. Like, I was sober yelling. That's not even the worst kind of yelling.
Yeah,
They're worried about kids, I guess. But, you know, kids, you got to grow up with that.
Yeah, were there children close by?
I think what I provide is a valuable experience for a child.
Yes.
With regards to knowing that there are many different walks of people in this country.
Last row of the upper deck at Yankee Stadium, 1977. I'm 10 years old. My father's friend made me hold his beer while he rolled a joint. True story. Held his beer while he rolled a joint. And listen, I think I became...
I'm a better person.
I know I'm a bad example. I grew up a dirtbag. But, I mean, I think a lot of people were exposed to that and weren't dirtbags. It builds character.
It's better to have that at a young age than to grow up in your mid-20s and go, wait a minute, there's dirtbags in the world? Would you rather be the dirtbag or discover dirtbags?
You're right. I'd rather be the dirtbag than be a victim of a dirtbag.
I'd rather hold the knife than be the one getting stabbed by it.
Exactly.
I saw a guy, and this is when I knew that I only liked the Cubs, and I grew up on them in Birmingham, but... I saw a guy, I went in the bathroom in Wrigley, like 6th inning, and there's a Rockies fan. First of all, why are you fighting a Rockies fan? Like, they're not even...
They just don't care,
It's not the Cardinals, it's not the Brewers, it's just... It's the
Rockies,
They're some of the nicest fans. Like, they don't talk trash, they're polite.
They like your team just as much as they like the Rockies.
It's like the Oregon Ducks. I don't even know if you've interacted with an Oregon Duck fan, but it's just the most docile experience you could...
They're Ducks.
They're stomping this dude. And one of the guys turns to me and goes... You want to get in on this? No, you've already whooped him. It's over with. This isn't like tag up.
The new Ernie Banks saying nowadays is let's kill two.
Let's slap two.
Let's slap two. Let's kill. No, you see a lot of unnecessary violence at the Yankee games too. And the 70s, 80s, people were smoking PCP, and going to the games. I mean, that's worse than a few beers.
See, I couldn't do it, man. And that's like it's weird for me when I go to baseball games now because I played up until college, and then
Oh, you did? You were a good ball player.
Well, till I played against Cubans, and then I realized I was a mediocre ball
That's the
player.
word. I remember the first time I saw an actual slider. I was like, oh my God, I got to think of it.
Did you hear it? Could you hear?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, wow, that's a slider. I'm done.
I realized instantaneously when I got to college, I went to Florida A&M, and I thought, oh, I'm a black
you must have been good to play ball. You went to Florida A&M.
It's a black college. Let's grade it on a scale. This is D2 ball, and a lot of the black colleges, they recruit JUCOs and like the Cubans from down in South Florida.
Right. What's a JUCO?
A junior college transfer kids, whatever. So they get these kids. And I thought I was good. I realized I was black high school good. Because we never played white people. It was Birmingham. It's no white people. They're out in the county. So it's black people playing black people. Oh, yeah, I bet you are good. If black people only played each other in soccer, you'd be the greatest until you play a Guatemalan. And you go, all right.
Well, that's what white people only played each other until 1947 in baseball. And then we found out, like, whoa, a lot of guys aren't that good.
I got to college, dude, and I saw guys throwing 94 off speed.
A 94 mile an hour changeup.
Off speed, and I was cut within a week and a half. The coach was like, well, we'll give you a uniform. Like, that's what he basically said, is we'll give you a uniform.
It's embarrassing.
You can wear it around campus, but pick up chicks or something.
Get laid
at the mall.
Yeah, but I could never do football, though. It was just too aggressive.
That's a lot of work, too. Football is a lot. Again, hats off to you, John. That's a lot of work. You got equipment. You got to figure out how to put on those pads.
A lot of pain.
Once they said that they're like punching people in the crotch and the pile up and all that, and grabbing and twisting, I'm like, nah, dude.
What did you think, guys? What did you think? Well, you, John, especially because you play in the NFL.
That's some funny stuff.
What do you think of that call at the end of the Jets-Patriots game, the pushing the guy? And I thought that was, I mean, technically it's a legal thing. It's Bush League. You don't call that at the end of a game. That costs them the game.
It's kind of Mickey Mouse, but here's the thing. The Jets, it's coming out now that the Jets alerted the officials that
he was doing that.
The Patriots had been doing that. They were watching the film in preparation for this game, and they said, well, what's going on? They did this against the Saints.
That's great
against
coaching.
Rex Ryan's brothers, Saints, and got away with it. And then when they asked Bill Belichick afterwards, hey, did you hear that the Jets told on you? He said, well, that's odd because they did it just, the time we kicked before that. So the Jets were doing it too.
Yeah, well,
this is something that was not illegal until this year.
Right.
Guys do it. Guys know they're not supposed to, but they think they can still get away with it.
It's part of the fun of it, pushing a guy into the line.
It's funny. Yeah, it is fun because you take a huge guy and you shove him, and it's just like a battering ram.
That's what he's for. That's what he's for.
So much force. You can generate a ton of force when you push a 350-pound guy into another guy who just snapped the football.
That's not fair. I mean, technically, but you're on the gridiron. You keep the guy up off his knees and.
Well,
we got
the fact that they call it now.
You're basically batter ramming yourself through another man.
Yeah.
We got to take a break. I wanted to ask you about that. I forgot. Got to take a break. By the way, anything you want to plug club-wise? You got a gig coming out?
I'll plug the new album, man. Debut stand-up album is pre-selling on iTunes now.
What's it called?
Things I Think.
Things I Think.
That's it, man.
Debut.
Roy Wood Jr., man.
Good. I'm going to check that out. And back with more Roy Wood Jr. after these words.
The Artie Lange Show. Weeknights on Audience. Only on DirecTV.